YouTube? It's your girl Tamia back with another video, aka Red. Okay, y'all, we finna get back on and popping. I've been a low key for a while, just chilling. But yeah, today's video gonna be about how I lost my best friend. It's story time, so stay tuned, y'all. Just before we get this video started, I don't want no beef. I want it to be straight, chill, relaxed. This is a true story. I'm not gonna put the name in there because it's too much. But yeah, this gonna be a relaxed video. So we gonna stay chill. We gonna tune in. All right, y'all. So this girl, we was best friends for 2 years, I think. Yeah. So it's 2021, and we became best friends 2019. So we went to the same school and stuff and everything. So that's how we became best friends. I'm not gonna get too much into that. Okay. So she has been known to every time I get money, she want me to spend it. And I feel like as a best friend, if you see your friend working towards something, you should help elevate them. You feel me? You should help them move towards their goal. If you can't give them no money to help them try to get where they want to get, at least, let them do them. So I was trying to save my money for a car. So I stopped hanging out really. I stopped really buying stuff. Like, every time I got paid, my whole check went towards me trying to get a car because I really needed a car to get back and forth to work. So oftentimes I wouldn't hang out. Oftentimes I wouldn't, want to go to the mall or like get my nails done, get my hair done, because I was trying to save up for a car. So in this process, my best friend started dating a guy. God was terrible for her. I'm trying to tell you, this guy, he called her a dumb B to her face. Then he also told her that she's not good for nothing but sex to her face. And she still stayed with him. Like, they wasn't together, but they was always with each other. They was always seeing each other. I mean, it's not really my business, so I didn't really understand, but it just started getting weird. Then me and her started working together, but I started working on a different side than her. We all worked together, but I worked on the side her boyfriend worked on. She worked on a different side of the building. So she told me, like, watch him, make sure he's not talking to nobody else. And I'm just, at first I'm like, watch your boyfriend? I'm coming to make money and go home. I'm not trying to watch your boyfriend. Like, he's not a kid, he's a grown man. He knows what he wants, he knows what he's gonna do. So, I ignored it. And it would be oftentimes she would just come over to my side to have an excuse to see him. And they would start arguing. They would put me in the middle of it. And hold on, guys. Me Pep, hey baby. He's so spoiled. That's my baby. Back to the story though. So this so y'all didn't get scared because y'all seen his tail. But yeah, so he would come to me asking me questions about her, like, what's wrong with your friend? Why did she do this? Why did she do that? And I would tell him, like, don't put me in that. You have to ask her that. So it was one day where we stopped. It had been a minute since we hung out or talked, because I stopped working at the job we were working at. And normally my mom would drop me off in the morning, and she would pick me up she would take me home after work. So me and her would ride together after work. So I stopped working there, so I stopped really seeing her, because that was really the only time I was seeing her, because I was so focused on getting a car. I like stopped hanging out, stopped doing all that. So one day she texts me. Actually, no, sorry, getting thrown off. Okay, so one day she made a post. No. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, so one day she texted me and was like, "You trying to hang today?" At this time, it was like 12, I think, in the afternoon. And I was like, yeah, when I get home. She said, okay, well, around what time do you think you're going to be home? I was at my boyfriend's house. And at the time, I wasn't driving. I was just waiting on him to get back because he wasn't even there himself. So he was supposed to be taking me home around like 1 o'clock. So I told her like probably around 1. She was like, okay, well let me know when you get home. So we were busy doing runarounds and stuff, running errands, and I lost track of time. So it got to be like 3, 4 o'clock, and she like, dang, you didn't hit me up and let me know you made it home. And I said, that's because I'm not at home yet. She was like, well, you could have said something. And I'm like, my bad, I'm sorry, I lost track of time. She took it to the extent of making a post on Instagram saying that I wish I had real friends, but then again I don't, because nobody real nowadays. And I'm just like, what made you say that? So I stopped talking to her after that, because I feel like that was an indirect post about me, because you posted that right after we had that conversation. So one day she sent me a text. She's like, are we even friends anymore? I said, I don't see why not. I said, I just haven't talked to you because I feel like the post that you made was about me. Because, even more because I sent it to her and I said, why'd you post this? Was this about me? She didn't respond. She didn't text me back. But she waited till like the next day to text me and say, are we even friends anymore? So I was like, well, I just haven't really been hanging or talking to you like that because I thought that post was about me. She was like, oh, well, I really haven't been talking to you like that neither, because her boyfriend told her that I was talking about her behind her back, saying that I felt like that. She was telling him that I told her that I told him that she was irritating and that she do too much. And I'm just like, we've been best friends for 2 years. You've been dating this guy for 5 months, probably less than that. He talked about you to your face. He's called you all types of names, and you still gonna believe him over me. And we've been best friends for 2 years. You barely know him. And then on top of that, he's dogging you out. Like, he's using you. Like, she would give him money. She would do all types of stuff to make sure he was happy. I'm sorry, my nose ring itches. I'm like that out. But he would ask her for money, ask her for food, and she would go do it. Like, go do it. But I feel like that I'm your best friend. Her son is my godson. Like, we was best friends for 2 years, and I did nothing but help her. I did nothing but be the best friend I can be to her. And one person comes in her life and they tell her I'm doing something which is not true, just because they don't like our friendship. She just gonna believe it. So she started like going back and forth with me, and I just ended it at that. I guess we're not friends no more. I don't want to talk about it no more, because it should never come to that point where you're letting a dude ruin your friendship with a female. A dude that does not respect you. That I think it's been like a month and a half since we've not been friends, and they're not even together anymore. They're not even talking anymore. So you let somebody that you weren't even going to be with that long jeopardize a friendship that you had for 2+ years. It was almost 3 years. It was going to be 3 years, I think, in November. It was going to be 3 years that we've been best friends. So I don't see how you let that, take. But hey, now I'm just by myself. I'm gonna stop. I got a problem. I look for best friends, but now I'm like, let them come to me. But thank y'all. Y'all been good. Y'all been so nice. I'm gonna start making more videos, I promise. But y'all have a good one. Peace. Ray out.